Hello there, and welcome to this episode of A Tiny Dot in Space, where I explore the states, regions, provinces, counties, districts, whatever they call the first level of subdivision of the countries of planet Earth. And I do so on GeoGuessr, hoping that I will score 25,000 points on GeoGuessr in a game in the province or region or the area or whatever where I am playing in any given episode, and hopefully have some fun while doing so, and hope to see some new exciting places and maybe something deliciously strange and weird. That would really be fun. And hopefully provide something that is remotely entertaining for someone out there. At the very least, you can laugh at the Norwegian who is absolutely clueless about your home district. So yeah, today we're going to Limpopo in South Africa. That's the first time we're going into South Africa in this series. And the Limpopo province is 125,754 square kilometers. That's just shy of 6.6 million people, or at least thereabouts. And let's see, can I figure the capital of this place? It's called, this probably the city of Polokwane, I guess. Once known as Petersburg, which has somewhere in the range of a quarter million to 300,000 inhabitants. The numbers are a little old. So yeah, this could be a lot of trouble. This doesn't seem like we'll be in trouble if we're here in the north, in the very extreme north on the border to Zimbabwe and Botswana. But otherwise, I think we could do okay here. But yeah, these margin areas, they seem like a challenge. As always, 70% populated locations and 30% whatever. And there's a lot of whatever going here on the margins, I see. So let's see what's what. So, as usual, making a challenge. Copying that into a safe location. Like so. And then we start the game. This could well take a while. Well, how long a while? Well, we'll see. Well, this is promising, at least. We're in a town or a city, even. Okay, cash build. Right, can we see anything on the billboards here? Hollow heart something, so... Okay, so we got cash build and heart. So at least we got the name of the businesses at the end of this road. And that's actually quite useful that we find them at the very end of the road. Let's see, there wasn't... Yeah, it's just... Oh, excuse me. It's just a lane going to other properties down there. So this is a pretty affluent neighborhood, that is certain. And we are on the Retief Street. And what is the one that we came from called? It's called the... it's one of those I don't want to tell you streets. Is that street actually? Yeah, Retief Street. Yeah, that could be a good idea to go there. Just gonna have a little look up that way. Well, that could also be a good way to go. But let's see, let's follow Retief Street down here. Okay. This road has no name. Is it likely we'll find a name of the... Oh, wow. That was some difference. Okay, let's check that difference out again. Have we passed Retief Street already? No, here it is. Taylor Street and Retief, okay. So this footage is from 2021. And boom, it's 2023. In 2 years. Oh, wow. Taylor Drive. Okay. Ah, what does it say here? Otgietersrus Primary School. Metropolitan College. Get more out of that one. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking if we move in this direction, we might come out of town and get to see the name of this place. There's a command center here, Kumon. Okay. So we're on Taylor Drive and we're going south by southwest. Yeah, you know it. I have turned my inner compass around again. So this is Taylor and something I cannot read. So apparently this is the main street of these two. No? No. Taylor is still the main one of these two. I just want to see if we can get out of town and see what the name of this place is. And then we get a new thoroughfare. Okay. Westwards. I should have gone the opposite way when I came onto Taylor. But okay. Speed bump. That's not promising. Nope, not at all. Okay, so we went the wrong way there. Okay, let's just go back to start because that will be quicker to take me back to Taylor that way. Whoopee, yeah, some serious construction work going on. Okay, so then we head down Taylor into town. Well, so I thought. Huh. Well. So what sort of place is this then? Salma's Light City. That's not going to be the name of the place though. The Nelson Mandela Drive, 2.5 kilometers in the opposite direction. But here it should be possible to see the name of that city, right? What does it say here? It says, oh gods. Well, it doesn't say that, but Oasis Hotel, you guys need to fix your sign up. That's not the sort of stuff that inspires a lot of confidence in random customers. And here we got Musk Acacia. Okay. Okay, Podgitarsos Comprehensive Full Service School. So I guess Podgitarsos might be the name of the place. What does that sign say? And the next one coming up the road, those are the really interesting ones, I think. Aha, Mogalakwena, local municipality. Mogalakwena. Okay. What does the next one say? National routes N11 and 13. Mokopana de Lepel. Okay, let's see if we can find the N11. That's that one. That's Mokopana to Bloberg. N11 and 13. And R518 from Mokopana to Lepel. Well, it's conceivable that we are in Mokopane, but I don't think so. Let's see, have a look in westwards. Actually, slightly northwestwards. This is the Nelson Mandela Drive, though. Is this the Taylor? Thabo and Becky. Let's see. Can we find the Taylor? Is that a thief? Uh-huh. So could they have this Taylor Street and then a thief that's cash build? Okay, so we're roughly there. Let's see now. This cash build. There's that little lane that goes down between the houses, which must be that one. So, here we go. Ooh, that's a nasty piece of misalignment. Hope that won't come back to haunt me. Oh, God, no. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. There goes the 25k. Yeah, that's Wally's favorite thing in the game. Being caught on bends. At least we're on a highway of sorts, so interesting that it is narrowing down the lanes. But let's see, how far back was that sign? We're on the R33. De Val of Valwater and Freemansrust. Okay, there's a lot of old. Old Afrikaans names still in use here. So let's see if we can find the R33. That's the 37. How far south do we go? Let's start in the south. So the 25, the 37, and the 36, and the 40. Okay, so are we in a country where the numbering is a bit random again? Kind of seems like that. Here's the R33. Okay, and we're going, and it was Valvater. Don't really know if they pronounce it with a. It's Valvater. Let's see if we can find Freemanswurst. Well, that seems to be a little. So that could well be close to this place. Because I think Modimolle would have been on. Oh, I have a feeling that we might be around here. But yeah, let's have a closer look before I make any conclusions. Forever Africa taxidermy. What on earth? There are not many bends on this road that matches this particular intersection, are there? That one is going off at a northeast angle. That is definitely doing that. But it's bending the wrong way. And what is that we see up ahead? Is that a river? If it is a river, whatever it is, but I still want to hold on to that. Let's see what else we got here. Modimole, yeah, that's the opposite way, so that's... So that means the only other place we could possibly be is here, and that just doesn't match. Okay, let's go on for a little bit further and see what else is up. The road is bending, that matches. Maybe even more interesting. No, that was not interesting at all. But this is interesting. Yep. That works. And now I should have a road running parallel to the main road. Down there, we can't see it though. Let's see. And up ahead, we should be crossing a river before too long. Let's check that. I just want to make sure we're on the right bend before I do something stupid. Let's see now. This is a very lush part of Africa. Let's see, we're going to make a turn, and then the bridges. Well, I would say that the bridge was probably down here in this little depression here, but it could be like they have built a dike or something here. Well, it's not much of a... Okay, so it does another little... Yeah. And... Well, what is it? Yes, okay, yeah. Okay, so we know where we are. We're somewhere there, unfortunately. So when we're looking straight, we are looking north by northwest, so that suggests that we're somewhere about here-ish. But, okay, we're going to do the county thing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, at 12 the road is straight. There are no houses on the bend. Okay, then we count the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 23 and 12. Horrible numbers. So the bend starts there on the R33 sign, and it ends about there. So that's 35. And halfway is about there. That would give us 17.5. And now I need to find 12 in 17.5. The middle of 17.5 is 8 and 3/4. Which puts us... I'm just gonna try and imagine where that puts us. So if it divided the thirds, 17.5, that's roughly 6 each. So that ought to put us around here, I reckon. I think that's as good as I can get it. I have a feeling I'm not quite far enough up the bend, but let's see. So 12 and... yeah, so we're about a third up the bend as well. Or down the bend. Depending how I see it. Shouldn't be too far off. I think I'm a little too far south. I was, but I was within. That's all that counts. Okay. Right. Ooh. How are we gonna do this one? Yeah. Do we see any sign of any buildings anywhere? There's something up ahead here. But how even are we gonna do this? Well, I'll just have to try. That's the only... There's no try, only do. Oh, hey. Okay. That's, I wish I could see what it said on the side there. Because this one belongs to a certain hospital, apparently. Ah, the Mokopana Hospital. Okay. So it might be in the vicinity of Mokopana. We're moving south by southwest. Well, we could possibly be on this road. Let's use that as a working theory for now. We're definitely on a main route. Oh, wait, hang on. Is there a railroad running parallel? There is a railroad running parallel to this. Okay, is it? Yeah, and it's also a dual track. Ah, that is helpful because this is not dual track all the way. Aha. Okay, that narrows down the area we ought to be in. Let's see. Let's see now. So now we're going south. The railroad is on the eastern side, yes. Let's see if we can see where the double track ends. It's going to be a couple of kilometers in total, but and there's a road crossing the railroad. There's not many of those. It's still double track, but is it... Did it just merge? I think it just did. And in that case, we are now here. That little thing is probably that. Yeah, that's most definitely a single track now. Right. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. Right. Yeah, because I'm not going to do count all the way up there, am I? But still, it will be interesting to see how far it is. It's going to be a couple of kilometers at least. Still double track. And here we got a culvert. Oh, that's interesting. Do we have a single track on the other side of the culvert here? Can I see? I think we do have single track here now. Just gonna make sure. Yeah, now we're definitely on single track. Okay. So we have identified at least two features. We have identified that. We have identified that. Now, and I don't think we'll be able to identify any buildings because they're hidden in the brush. So, I think the only thing I can do is the long cat. I hope that will be accurate enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's 20 down here. And then how far is it up there? Turn around and look for the culvert on the other side. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 and a half. Okay, so it's slightly closer to the south end than the north end. Oof. So from there, I'm going to put that on the edge there to there. Right. Where's the middle? Kind of looks like the middle is about here. We're going to make a slight. Actually, I'm going to say that the middle is about there. Isn't that slightly longer? There's also a road on the other side here. Let's see. 1, 2, come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I should have seen it already. 8. It's probably going down there. Yeah, that's the one going over there. But that could be helpful, actually. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here it is. 6. That is 6. So that means it's 15 and a half to that. And 26 to, no, yeah, 26 to there. But if that is 15 and a half, that can help me a little bit. Then let's see, if we divide into thirds, and then that is about a third. That's 5.5. Yeah, that's 5.5 meters, or 5.5 clicks. So I should be fairly close here. Let's just move it slightly down the road and put it on the correct side of the road as well. I'm within a chance here, but I doubt that I will pin it. Nice. Oh, job well done. But oh man. Okay, what do we have here then? We have some buildings. We do have this road off the side here, which will probably show on the map, and we have a building over there. That could be helpful. So which direction do we go? We got mountains, and we got some serious mountains to the north. Could we be in the vicinity of the Kruger? Because I know they got some serious mountains there. So the question is, do we go for the mountains? Or do we go south? Huh. Interesting. Put the date on tarmac for some reason. 2 different days of shooting as well. Looks like there's something up there, so might not have been a horrible choice. But we go northwest, and that doesn't quite match, I think, unless we're like really far south in the region. But yeah, we cannot be that far south either. Yeah, what are these mountains? And what road am I on? And what is the name of the settlement I'm approaching? Well, we shall know presently. Or at least at some stage in the future. Those are some... They're not terribly tall, but they're quite imposing, aren't they? It's like the only... Well, oh, they're actually mountains. Okay, so we got mountains to the northwest and we got mountains to the southwest. That's interesting. Some interesting profiles as well on those mountains. And you have to look out for cows, or cattle. Yeah, that's not very promising in terms of whether this we are approaching is a farm, a ranch, or a village, or even a town. But I would think that somewhere close to these mountains there would be a town of some sorts. But of course those mountains are still very far in the distance. So that could be a fair few minutes of clicking if I want to go there. What shall we find? Beyond yon road. I thought I saw something. Yeah, there is something resembling civilization up ahead, but still not sure I made a good decision in going in this direction. Now this road has seen better days. It's still perfectly serviceable, but as you can see, it's been patched up and it's cracking along the edges, and yes. So it could be one of the R roads, maybe. Yeah, there's definitely something here, but is it a proper something, or is it just... I hope it's something with a name. The imagery isn't moving terribly fast either, but fast enough, I guess. So... Definitely a village of some sort. Excuse me, that one came up of absolutely nowhere. Okay, please let this be a place that has a name, at least along the road. Not in like in Lesotho, where you have to almost guess where you are. Yeah, speaking of Lesotho, it's been a while since the Seoul episode we played out of there. That was a fun one. But let's see. This village is like taking forever to get to, and now that we're here, it doesn't seem like it wants to tell us its name, but here's something. Ditatsu. Okay. Let's hope that Ditatsu has a crossroads. Or at least... an intersection that is in some way useful to me. Oh, this is not looking good, is it? This is not looking good at all. This is starting to look like one of those rounds that will take a long time to finish. Ditatsu. So what does it say here? Marara. City Deep. Marara Car Wash. Yeah, this wasn't quite what I hoped for. So it's a settlement. And a very, very sparse one. Huh. I still have no idea what road we're on. And this is mountains to the north, which... What? Loga Car Wash. Seems to be something more up ahead, though. So I should just persist. This will take a while. And the imagery and the footage, rather, is well booked. What does it say here? Okay, so we are in Ditatsu village in Senwa Barwana. That could be the name of the... Yes, Senwa Barwana. Uh-huh. My darling. Could we be in the vicinity of this? Ditatsu, here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. That's cruel. That's really cruel. I think we were there. I want to check. Right, now let's see. Yeah, that could well work. That could well work. Just going to see now. So we're going to have a little straight bit, and then we're going to launch ourselves into a rather tight right-hander. That will bring us on to the Lebalaleng Road. Right, that right-hander should be coming up any minute now. Yeah, I think it's over there. And now if we go around that, it shouldn't be that far. Oh well. It's a bit of a bit, but here it is. I am not going to be home to Mr. Cockup, to put it that way. So I want to make absolutely sure when the footage is this booked that I am on the right track. Come on. Jeepers, this bit is borked. But yeah, there we go. Up. That is the best name ever. You can go to my darling that way. And Senwa Barwana. Okay, we should be on this intersection that I have marked on the map. Because that's the way we are moving. There's a building in the trees over there. That should be that one. There's a building over there. Ought to be this one. There's a building way over there. Should be that. Also, there's a road going off there. We also got buildings here, which should be these. So if this isn't the correct one. Okay, good. Final round. Ooh, this is doable as well. Nice. So we've had two rather hairy ones. 2024, you'd think that their 2024 footage would have been better than the 2021. But no. Moro Amaso Trans, okay. And welcome to. Oh god, I wish I could read that. God's Grace Cafe, okay. Hmm. Oh, intersection, good. Let's see. What does it say? Oh, even better. Dullstrom, D211, and we got the 555 to Stalport and Burgersfort and Stoffberg. Okay, let's find the 555. The 555. Yeah, let's see. Let's stay within South Africa. That's first priority. Let's see if we can find the 555. Looks like I might have to zoom a little closer. No, here's the 555. The Stoffberg. Okay, so this is southwards, right? Okay. So Stoffberg and Stelport and Burgersfort. Okay, so we are. Let's see now. So here we're looking northeast. And what was the name of it? It was Dullstrom or Dullstrom. Sehuchuno district. Okay. And can we find a Dullstrom? Hartless. Well, we could actually be down here as well. That's a ridge. Hmm. Right. Well, it wasn't that easy to find. Wait, this is out. When will you ever learn? I was looking to the north side of the road for Dullstrom, but of course it's on the east and south side. And that's also where we need to look for this cafe. Hmm. Trophy Camp. Steelport. Two Rivers. Come on. Should be possible to find this, right? Okay. So I will have to start moving then. That was disappointing. And I had no idea how close I am to anything here. I'll just have to hope that the South African road authorities will help me a little bit. What's these little blue signs here? R553 5.2. What does that mean? Let's check the next blue one. I will probably say 5.4 or something. 5.4. 5553. So that means we're moving away from something. Chicken. Mellow stream, crystal stream. And last drift. Let's see now. So to the north, do we see that escarpment? No, we do not. That suggests that we're over here somewhere. But gods know where. And that just gives me the same stuff. Stale's pot. Oh, wait. That's over there. Okay, so... Oh, duh. Okay, so that means we're south of here. Let's see, I'm going northeastwards. It could be... There aren't all that many places I could be. So I have Steelport is over here, Steelport. So why isn't God's Grace Cafe showing anywhere? Come on, give me God's Grace. Could that be it? This kind of looks more like it. Except that that road is going off to the wrong side. We're looking for a road that goes to the south. The stone. What I really need. It can't be here. This is another one of those humdingers, isn't it? And I have a feeling that I should be going the opposite way. Given what it says on those blue little signs, but I just want to get a feel for what's beyond here. Okay, here the road is going almost straight north. And remember, we're south of Steelport. Okay, right, as last drift. So, Crystal Stream Lodge. And we're going northwards. We're almost in Stoffberg. So, but last drift was on the north side of the road. How does that even work? So I guess we just crossed this thing. So this is so weird. So absolutely weird. That's Dolstrom. So that's... Just zoom a little closer and everything will come to you. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, is that the carport we're looking at? I believe it is. Because we got a supermarket up there. Yes, that's got to be... That's got to be that building there. Go for that. Nice. Okay, what to say about that? That was... It was tricky. And I'm very, very, very glad I 25k'd it. I wouldn't say that it was hard. It was definitely tricky. And I'm just glad I didn't get anything that was more out in the boonies than what I got. And this last one just annoyed me a little bit. I have to confess to that. That one was actually quite annoying. But that's mostly because of me and not where it was placed. I have to say, though, this place here called Monsterloos, that means monster louse in Norwegian. So, yeah, okay, so there was some cool names here. I have to give it credit for that. And, yeah. So, tricky, and left me slightly annoyed, but that's mostly with myself. So, good map. I'll give it that. Little borked on the footage. How to say the one I'm most satisfied with? That was that one, round 3. Getting that one within 5 meters. Immense satisfaction there. So yeah, that is Limpopo done, and I'm glad you're still with me here on a tiny dot in space, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode when it's up. Until then, bye-bye.